Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling confused, drained, and maybe even questioning your own sanity? The conversation that leaves you apologizing for being hurt. Picture this: invisible strings attached to your thoughts, pulling them in directions you never chose. It's probably not you. There's a dark playbook of psychological tactics that manipulators use to keep you completely off balance and under their thumb. They don't need fists or obvious threats. Their weapons are invisible, like a computer virus for your mind, designed to hijack your thoughts and emotions before you even realize what's happening. From a toxic boss to a controlling partner, these techniques are everywhere. So today, we're counting down the 7 darkest psychological control tactics used on humans. These are the sinister moves designed to make you doubt your own mind and keep you tangled in their web. By the time we're done, you'll not only be able to spot these insidious methods, you'll be far better equipped to defend yourself. Recognizing the game is the first step to refusing to play. Number 7. Love bombing, the fairy tale that becomes a trap. This is where a manipulator showers you with an overwhelming amount of attention, affection, and gifts to make you dependent on them fast. They manufacture a whirlwind romance or an intense friendship that feels almost too good to be true. Day 1, you're amazing. Day 3, you're my soulmate. Day 7, I can't live without you. You're their soulmate within a week. You're flooded with compliments and grand gestures that make you feel like the center of their universe. But this isn't real affection. It's a calculated strategy, like an emotional loan shark. They give you a huge amount of validation up front to get you to lower your guard, creating a sense of debt. A boss might praise you endlessly, calling you the future of the company, only to later demand you work every weekend, pulling on that sense of obligation. A new partner might have your whole future planned out after 3 dates, which makes it incredibly difficult to leave when their behavior inevitably sours. The psychological hook is deep. It creates a powerful craving for their validation, trapping you in a cycle of seeking that initial high. Once they have you hooked, they start pulling it away to control you. The bait, the hook, the control. The defense? Be suspicious of rushed intimacy. Real, healthy connections build over time. They don't arrive like a flash flood. Number 6. Gaslighting, rewriting reality one denial at a time. Gaslighting is the sinister art of distorting reality to make you question your own memory, your perception, and even your sanity. The name comes from a 1938 play where a husband secretly dims the gas-powered lights in his home, but then convinces his wife she's imagining it, all in an attempt to drive her insane. In modern life, it's just as insidious. It's the partner who says, "That never happened, you're being paranoid," when you catch them in a lie. It's the family member who dismisses your valid feelings with, "You're just too sensitive." It's like someone secretly changing a key ingredient in a recipe you've perfected over years. When it tastes wrong, they convince you that you're just a bad cook, and eventually you start to believe it. Step 1, they deny. Step 2, you doubt. Step 3, you believe their lie. This tactic works by chipping away at your self-trust. Over time, you stop relying on your own judgment and start depending on the manipulator's version of reality. You begin to believe that you are the crazy, forgetful, or unstable one. The most powerful defense against this is documentation. Write it down, date it, save it, keep a journal, confide in a trusted friend to get an outside perspective. Your reality is valid even when someone is working overtime to rewrite it. Number 5. Isolation, cutting the lifelines one by one. This is the deliberate attempt to cut you off from your friends, family, and anyone else who supports you, all to make you more dependent on them. It almost never starts with a direct order like, "Don't see them anymore." It's much more subtle. It might start with them constantly criticizing your best friend, planting seeds of doubt by saying they're a bad influence. They might create drama every single time you plan to see your family, making it so emotionally exhausting that you start avoiding them just to keep the peace. Think of the manipulator as a gardener who wants only their flower to grow. They'll block the sun and cut off the water to all the other plants around you, ensuring you have no other choice but to turn to them for nourishment. First your friends, then your family, finally just you and them. The goal is always to sever your lifelines. Once you're cut off from outside perspectives, the manipulator becomes your only source of information and validation. Their voice becomes the only one you hear, making you feel like you have nowhere else to turn. To fight this, you have to actively protect your connections. Make time for your friends and family. Recognize when someone is trying to drive a wedge, and never ever let one person become your entire world. One voice is control. Many voices are freedom. Number 4, the silent treatment, punishment without words. A form of emotional punishment where someone intentionally withholds all communication. This isn't just needing some space. This is deliberately ignoring you, making you feel invisible and worthless as a raw power play. It's like the partner who ices you out for days after a minor disagreement, refusing to look at you or answer a single text. 3 days, 12 texts, 0 responses. It's like being put in an invisible box. You can see them right there, but you can't reach them, and they act as if you don't exist, which is maddening. You speak, they stare through you. You exist, but to them, you're a ghost. The silence is a passive-aggressive way of screaming, "You are being punished." It inflicts pain without needing an adult conversation. Psychologically, this is devastating. It taps into our most basic human fear of abandonment and social rejection. It triggers massive anxiety and often sends the victim scrambling to do anything to break the silence and get back in the manipulator's good graces. Many abuse survivors say the silent treatment is even more torturous than yelling. The only way to win is not to play. Don't chase them. Don't beg. State your boundary once, then walk away. State that you're ready to talk when they are, and then turn your focus back to your own life. You show people how to treat you, and by refusing to beg for crumbs of attention, you take all the power out of their silence. Number 3, emotional exploitation. Your heart used as a weapon against you. This is all about hijacking your core emotions, especially guilt, fear, and shame, to bypass your logic and get you to do what they want. Guilt tripping is the most common form. It's designed to make you feel personally responsible for the manipulator's happiness or pain. It's the parent who says, "After everything I've done for you, you're really gonna tell me no?" It's the friend who, when you finally set a boundary, hits you with, "I guess our friendship just isn't that important to you." It's like they have an emotional remote control for your brain. They know exactly which button to press, the guilt button, the shame button, the fear button, ice blue. They reach out, one press, you comply. This works because it plays on our natural empathy. Good people don't want to cause others pain, so the manipulator creates a fake story where you are the source of their suffering. To defend yourself, you have to get good at spotting when your emotions are being targeted. Acknowledge the feeling. Okay, they are trying to make me feel guilty right now. Name it, recognize it, reject it. This creates a small gap between the trigger and your response. You are not responsible for managing another adult's feelings. Number 2, divide and conquer, making puppets fight while pulling the strings. It's a classic strategy of deliberately creating drama, rivalry, and mistrust between people to keep them from uniting and challenging the manipulator's control. In a family, it could be a parent who blatantly favors one child, fueling a lifetime of resentment. At the office, picture this. Your boss pulls you aside. "Between you and me," she whispers, "Sarah said you've been slacking. Don't tell her I told you." Then she walks to Sarah's desk and says the exact same thing about you. It's like a puppeteer making two puppets fight each other. The puppets are so focused on their battle that they never look up to see the hands pulling their strings. You fight them, they fight her, everyone fights. The manipulator watches. The team gets so consumed in infighting that they don't notice the manipulator is the one orchestrating the chaos. It's diabolically effective because it shifts all the focus away from the real problem. While everyone is busy fighting each other, the manipulator solidifies their power, often positioning themselves as the only ally to each isolated person. The defense? Talk to each other. Direct conversation, zero gossip, complete transparency. If you hear that someone has an issue with you, go to them directly and respectfully. Refuse to swim in the gossip pool and champion transparency. Unity is the kryptonite to this tactic. Number 1, perception rewriting, changing the glasses you see the world through. This goes way beyond simple gaslighting. It's not just about denying one event, it's about fundamentally changing how you see yourself and your place in the world over a long period of time. It's like someone has secretly replaced the prescription lenses in your glasses with their own. At first, your vision is just a little off, but over the years, your brain adjusts until you believe that this new, distorted view of the world is perfectly normal. Year 1, you're a little difficult. Year 3, you're impossible to love. Year 5, you're lucky I stayed. This is the abusive partner who over years convinces their victim that they are fundamentally unlovable and that they are lucky the abuser is the only person on earth who would ever put up with them. This tactic works by changing the very lens through which you see your reality. The manipulator slowly rewrites the script of your life, casting themselves as the hero and you as the deeply flawed sidekick who needs them. They control what you believe is possible for yourself. Your story, their pen, your life, rewritten. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. If there's a case or story you want me to cover, drop it in the comments. It could be the next video.